great. It's going really well on our end.
Yeah, I have no idea about that, but fuck.
Mm-hmm.
You follow directions over to the office, and the door is kind of open.
I'm gonna not go in for a moment and pause to listen.
You don't hear anything.
Fuck.
In fact,
Okay.
if you knock on the door will open just a little bit more. I don't really see anything. Well, I mean, you won't see anybody in there. Let me say
okay.
that.
Is there a computer?
Yeah, you'll be able to go inside. You'll see as this office is furnished with antiques. There's a huge mahogany desk. There's a Persian rug on the floor with a huge statue of the Buddha as well, and it's a large bronze one. The ceiling,
love this room.
The walls are lined from floor to ceiling with bookshelves filled with church publications, books on religion, philosophy, and hundreds of bounded notebooks in which look to be older than what a lot of the other books. Some of the other books are out there that are on the bookshelves. And yes, there is a computer on the mahogany desk.
Oh, I'm totally going in that computer.
Okay.
I'm also going to search the desk.
Okay. As you go ahead and search the desk, go ahead and give me a spot hidden for me.
It's a 45 out of a 55.
Nice. You will see on the desk, like a lot of it's like, your finance reports, a church attendance, stuff of that nature. But you will see that there's a rather old book on there, which has a title on it, very rough, very old, of the Arcanals of Passing is the title of it.
Not knowing what this is, and it kind of, on first glance, being totally out of her depth, she still takes it. She stuff it in her jacket.
Okay, so you don't open it off the rip. You just
No. She has decided, like, Brittany, looking at this, was like, this is a Barbara thing. I need her. I'm not smart enough for this.
okay. Then go ahead and give me a computer use roll.
Oh god. That
Okay.
fell. Oh god, it's falling again. There we go. What is my computer? Poo. So that is a 42 out of a 35.
Would you like to push it?
I sure fucking would.
All right, go ahead.
This is life or death, and if she can't figure it out, she's just gonna burn the building down. That's her ultimate plan.
That's valid.
Arson fixes everything. That's a 55. Not doing good.
No, in fact, not doing so good. The computer unlocks.
It does.
It does.
That doesn't seem right.
You will see that there are a lot of things that are open to you as soon as you unlock it. It's a simple stroke of luck, if you will. It seems. No pun intended for that, by the way.
Sure.
It just...
Sure.
Uh-huh. Yep. Very believable. Very believable. Definitely the truth.
But you'll notice, you have the ability to access a lot of the different feeds that are out there. The security feeds, you click on, where your friends, you overheard everybody else where they went to. You can click on there. Do you want to see what you see at the library?
Yeah.
You see as Barbara is currently dragging the body of Vicente halfway through, more than halfway, almost leaving out of the library itself, exactly like that. And Barbara's struggling a little bit, but she's making that effort.
Bravo for that commitment.
And then on top of that, oh, sorry, go for it.
At that, she would whip out her phone and like text Barbara and be like, what the fuck is going on?
God damn it, not now. Oh.
Is there any useful information about what's going on?
You will see also that there are security dossiers, and there are a lot of names that are listed, to include yours, Vicente's, Dr. West's, and Toby's.
Vicente.
So okay, on seeing this, she's gonna email it to herself. All of it. All the important information.
Okay. You send it. It says it's sent. But then, as you're kind of focusing on through, you hear the door close.
Well, this is where I die, y'all.
It's been nice. Well.
You'll hear
Looks
what's
up.
You'll see as a gentleman standing there with gray hair. Looks like he's in his in his late 50s, early 60s. And he's like, "Righty, what are you doing here?"
I've seemed to have gotten lost.
No. What I mean by that, because, of course, I needed you to be here. What are you doing behind my desk in my computer?
Oh, someone was in here earlier, and I wanted to make sure that no one was messing with your things. And as like she's saying this, she was trying to like close out all of the tabs that she was in and like force shut the computer.
As you try to, none of the tabs are closing. And he's like, "Well, according to my BlackBerry, somebody logged into my computer, and he'll move around." He's like, and someone also was looking through some things, and it looks like somebody's trying to send an email out to themselves. Is this? And he'll like say out your email address. Yeah.
Nope.
Well, I'm glad that you're here, because we can actually continue on with our private lesson, because you took off beforehand. You weren't able to finish everything. And I have a special... Yes.
Please forgive me. I was overwhelmed at first, and now I understand the joy that this is.
Good. I'm glad. Because once you've experienced true emptiness, then you'll know that that's the only peace in this world that we need.
Emptiness equals bliss.
Exactly. I'm glad that you finally see that. My dear, he'll say out loud, and then you'll, almost just out of the shadows, you'll hear as, heels start clacking on through, and a woman will come out. The room is a little dark, so you aren't able to really see much of her much of her figures. Is kind of like that, where it's just like her eyes are not being able to be seen, but she has like a bit of a smile for you, and she's like, "I've been looking forward to seeing you again, Miss Harlow. We have some unfinished business to attend to. Would you agree?"
I would agree. And while she's kind of like reciting the scripture and trying to be as calm as possible, she's going to just pocket dial one of the people so that they can hear what is actively happening if they pick up. Or they're just going to get a really fucked up voicemail.
Who exactly are you sending that message out to? Or who are you calling exactly?
Order of importance, it would probably be her bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think that she actually saw who it was being dragged off, just that Barbara was dragging somebody off.
Right.
Oh, God.
Yeah, good.
Alrighty, cool. Just to continue on. Yeah, so she will pop up and walk over next to you, and you'll feel as she touches your shoulder, and at that point you will also get that sudden feeling of vertigo starting to take hold as she kind of like guides you on through. Go ahead and give me a sanity check as well.
One of us has to succeed.
As that happens, if you can hold that for me, Barbara.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that Barbara's like, gets us behind like a bookcase out of camera line with like Vicente's like feet sticking out, and like hearing the vibrating phone in his pocket. She's like, God damn it! And she's gonna grab and look at the phone.
Sweat dripping down her face.
Oh God! And then she'll see it's Brittany and like open the phone and be like, Brittany, what the fuck? And then she'll hear the noises.
Yeah. Brittany. God. What did you roll?
So out of my current sanity, which is at a 63, I rolled a 54.
Nice.
Yeah.
Then you will take 1 point of sanity loss from this.
All right.
As you still feel this overwhelming sense of vertigo, but you still manage to kind of like keep your bearing just enough to kind of resist against her.
I imagine it's from the years of alcohol and drug abuse that Brittany has done, where she's just built up a tolerance to dark whatever the fuck.
Right.
Makes sense.
And you'll hear as she whispers in your ear, "Don't fight this, love. You're already halfway through." And then she'll continue to kind of guide you onto the seats. Do you want... you can go ahead and resist and give me an opposing... let's go with an opposing strength check.
All right. Ah, shit.
You have to beat her 37.
Ah, shit. I rolled an 87.
Oh, yeah, sure.
There's a 7 involved.
There is a 7 involved, yes. She will bring you down, and though you do try and resist a little bit, she's like, "No, dear, no." And then she'll bring you onto this chair. You try and get up, but it's a very concerted effort to even get your hands to kind of like push yourself up, but it becomes too much. You should kind of sit on down, and you'll hear as this woman will go over and walk and whisper something over into his ear, and then at that point, like she'll look over to you, and you'd catch enough of a light to be able to see that she is also empty. And then he'll look to you, Mr. Steele, and say like, "Huh, you look like variety." And he'll walk on over to you, grab your glasses and pull it up. It's like, "But you are not variety. Ooh. What are we going to do about this?" And then you hear she says, "Well, she can take this as a lesson to go and become one of us, to become and indulge in the hungry of the void. After all, she is here. Variety is not. And it will only help to be able to take care of this issue."
Bad touch, bad touch, bad touch.
And he'll look at her and he's like, "You're right. I guess we will do this then." And then you'll see as he kind of goes on up. Barbara, you're able to hear all of this as this is going on.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. We've got to get out of here. Oh, fuck. Vincente, wake up! Smacks his face.
Slap him.
Am I awake?
Vicente, go ahead and give me a Constitution roll for me. Let's see if this wakes you up.
Yeah, I got a good Constitution. We're good. Oh yeah, I'm fucking good. 62 out of 70. We're good. I'm awake.
Okay.
Wake up! God damn it!
One more time, Daddy. I'm what?
We'll talk about that another time. We gotta get out of here.
That's just gonna be the episode subtitle.
Somebody clip that and fucking post it on TikTok, please.
I am.
We needed to laugh. My heart's racing. My knees shaking. I was like, I deal with stress and humor. What am I supposed to do?
My defense mechanism.
That was amazing.
All right, cool. All right, I'm awake. What the fuck? What?
We've got to get out of here.
Yeah, no shit. Did you see that creepy lady?
No, but I heard her, and Toby's going somewhere. I haven't heard anything about him, and they've got Brittany. They've already got her. There's nothing we can do. We just got to run.
No, fuck that shit. Are we in the library?
Yeah.
Okay. He used to smoke, but he doesn't smoke anymore. So like he's gonna
So proud of him.
He's gonna take out his like box of cartons that like it's a brand new pack, and he's gonna use it as a wick, and he's gonna light the cigarettes and stuff it into the book, and he's gonna put one of the books aflame so that it starts a fire in the library.
I love it. You know, I don't hate that. All right, let's run.
Yeah, fuck that bitch. And let's get out of here.
And I guess run to the car.
Toby.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me a Constitution check, please.
18 under 43. Nice. So that's a hard success.
Nice.
Your head is kind of hurting. You're still a little dizzy, but you finally do wake up. All the medical supplies kind of scattered about around you. The lady that you had initially seen, no longer there. What do?
I want to see if I can grab something to be able to use as a weapon. Scissors, anything in the room that could at least give me a fighting chance.
You'll be able to find some scissors in here. They're a little dull, but the sharp end, you can take it off. You can unplug it and be able to it's there, you know.
And then I'll head back to the library because that's where I know Barbara was.
Okay, Barbara, as you and Vicente, get up or get him up and kind of get everything situated. You'll see as Toby comes down the you'll hear the footsteps of him echoing down before he finally pops on up. He does kind of step around a little woozy, but he is there with you guys.
I'm so glad you're all right.
Are you?
There was a woman. That's the last thing I remember.
Yeah, and Barbara will look over to Vicente and then back. We gotta go. They've got Brittany.
Where have they got Brittany?
I don't fucking know, but we've got to leave. Because if they get her, they're gonna get us.
Vicente?
Do you have the scissors in your hands?
Yeah. I'm holding the scissors.
He grabs your scissors out of your hands.
Oh, cheers.
I'll go find her. Go.
we need you to drive.
No.
I could.
He tosses the keys to Toby.
All right, we might be going on the other side of the road, but I'll do what I can.
I mean, wait, has Toby never driven in America?
I can't imagine he has.
Oh, wow.
Still tossing the keys to Toby. It's more out of instinct. Like, he grabbed the scissors and, like, she's like, here, go drive, while Vicente is going wherever he thinks they took, or wherever they think they know that she's at.
Oh, God.
Give me a history check to see if you remember where the directions you were given.
11 out of 20.
Nice.
Nice.
You do. You know exactly where it's at. You may be a little groggy, but it's not enough to be able to keep you from going to where Mr. Steele's office is.
Anybody who's in my way, without question, is getting stabbed.
I love it. And seeing this, I think Barbara's going to reconsider. Also, she doesn't know she can trust Toby to drive. She's like, you're going to need help. Toby, let's go. And she's going to run after Vicente.
Yeah.
Is there any way I could break a table leg off?
As the library is lighting on fire.
Yes. That's
Remember that
legitimately
behind
the
us
plan.
Is smoke.
Yep.
Like,
Okay.
is there any way I could get, like, a table, put it on its side, and try break a table leg off?
Yeah, sure. Give me a strength check.
Yeah, no, I can't. I really can't.
Do I see him try to do this?
You can hear it's like he's making that effort. Yeah.
Nope, I don't try to do anything.
Fucking bastard.
I don't do
Back over
anything.
the-
I just keep going. I failed my strength check. 86 out of 65. It's fine.
After a while, I'll find something else.
Meanwhile, Brittany, you'll see as Mr. Steele goes over, and you'll notice he'll go over to his desk and open it up. He'll pull out a knife. The woman is standing there with her back facing towards him, leaning up against it. Her arms are closed, but she's giving you a smile as she's looking to you. And then she'll lick her lips at you and then smile again. And then
That just got weirder.
Mm-hmm.
That just got so weird. So am I like in a delirious state at this moment?
Not so. You're starting to get the feeling of being able to, like, your strength is like coming back. The vertigo is starting to wear off. It's wearing off a lot faster for you than the others. And so you're watching as she does that, and as he comes on over, Mr. Steele still has his glasses on, and he'll go over and cut part of her arm. And as he does that, you'll see as like this black shadow just slowly start to evacuate from her body.
So at this point, Brittany is going to raise all fucking hell. She is screaming, she is yelling, "You get the fuck away from me! Don't you fucking come near me with that! You sick fucks! I can't believe I was a part of this!" She, like, woozily tries to stand up and is, like, trying to get away from, like, put distance between her and them as much as possible. And while she's doing that, she's trying to get to the door, but making all kinds of noise.
As you do, you'll hear in the back, you'll hear behind you as you make your way over to the door, say, the woman say, "I do like it when they put up a little bit of a fight." And then that is where we suddenly, well, this is where we actually will move into a little bit of combat. And let's see what happens.
All right, let's go.
Brittany, what is your dexterity?
30.
Okay. So for anybody who is unfamiliar with when it comes to Call of Cthulhu combat, this is based off of your dexterity stat as a whole. So there's no initiative roll. It is just strictly what is your dexterity. In this case, Brittany, yours is 30. The thing that came out of the woman is a 50.
Of course it is.
Will go first. And it's going to wrap a tendril around you. You'll feel like this sickening coldness just wrap around one of your ankles and grip onto you. Go ahead.
Why are you so cold?
Go ahead and make me an opposed strength check to try and break free. You have to beat a 53.
I rolled a 24.
You
out of a 65.
Nice.
As you pull on through, pull your leg from it, and you stumble over to the door. You try and begin opening the door, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
As you do, the next tendril will wrap around your arm, and I'm going to need you to make another opposing strength check. You have to beat a 40.
I rolled a 60.
This will
all lower
grab
body
you.
Of strength.
This will pull you back, and as it does, you'll feel as like this coldness starts to enwrap around your body as it's now gotten its hold on you. I'm going to need you, based off the 2 rolls, I need you to take 1d3 points of sanity loss for the first one you managed to break free.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1d10 sanity lost for the second one.
So that's a 2. And then
maybe you get a 2 and you won't suffer a temporary sanity effect or something like that. We'll see.
And off my D10, that's a 7.
You will lose 9 points of sanity off of that.
Yep.
You now, well, actually, you will lose that much points, but tell us what goes through your mindset now being exposed to even more so this sickening feeling of cold, but also this presence of emptiness that just is now enraptured to you. What you saw in Variety's eyes earlier pales in comparison to what you're experiencing with this thing that is around you.
I think Brittany gets a serious flashback to probably the darkest time in her life, which was the decision she made to move out of her house.
Mm-hmm.
Because she just had a really shitty family life.
Mm-hmm.
And her first time experiencing being in the world and experiencing how harsh the world is. And like, she's still fighting. She's not giving up, because Brittany at the end of the day is a fucking fighter.
Yeah.
But she's got like angry, salty tears streaming down her face. Her skin is starting to look a little clammy. Like, you know when you get like a cold and you go through like hot, cold. Like, her skin is starting to get that kind of like almost grayish hue to it.
Mm-hmm.
And she is screaming. But it's not just like, it's just screaming. It's not, there's no words, there's no cussing, no anything like that. It's just, if you hear it, have you ever heard someone scream in pain?
Yes.
Like emotional pain? That's it. That's the sound that you hear.
That echoes throughout the entire house. Though for everybody else outside, nobody's moving, nobody's caring, nobody's doing anything. Brittany, you're up. What would you like to do?
I would like to get out of this as much as humanly possible.
Roll me another opposing strength check to see if you can break free from this thing. Your DC is going to be a 30 on the dot.
All right, well, I'm going to use some of my luck because I rolled a 32.
Okay.
So I'm going to use 2 points of my luck to at least meet it.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to use 3 to beat it.
Okay. Fantastic. You shake this thing off, and this feeling of cold doesn't leave you at all. It still feels like it's attached to you, though you know you shook it off. The presence, the heaviness that was there on you is not there, but that cold, that lingering empty cold is just on you, almost like it's attached to your soul at this point. What else would you like to do with your turn?
Leave. Get the hell out of the room.
The door opens, and you pop on through.
And I book it. I book it the exact same way that I showed up. I'm just fucking running. No stopping.
For everybody downstairs, you hear the screams, and as you guys take a look up, you'll see as Brittany comes running on through. As that happens, the lights start to kind of flicker a little bit now at this point. It's also nighttime outside, too. The lights are dimming. It's getting darker. You see her coming out. What do you like to do? In fact, give me your dexterity roll. Give me your dexterity stats, and we can pretty much see what that. Or you can just collectively, as a group, tell me what you all would want to do.
If we're seeing Brittany, we're getting out.
Yeah. Grab
Okay.
Brittany and book it
Yeah,
as the place burns down.
yeah.
Okay.
There's a fire set. We're not worried about that. We've got what we came for. Let's fucking go.
Fantastic. Vicente,
What's Vicente doing?
you look like you want to do something there, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to do?
First, he'll hug Brittany, and you see a sigh of relief
Aw.
that she's not gone. And then you see a pissed off Vicente. And he's going to go and look for something that he can jam the doors after we leave the building, trapping everyone inside during the fire.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And
That's going to be a little hard. There are multiple entrances into this building.
understood.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then he's gonna drive a car into the building.
Alrighty. So, before we get to there,
Oh, into the water
Well,
main.
Yes.
okay. So, before we get into there, right? Because that's a whole lot of things you want to do. There's.
I mean,
time
you
in between.
asked. That's what I was thinking.
I know.
I was
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
honestly,
That's
what
fair.
I would want to do as Vicente is I would want to get us out safely. I would want to lock the doors. I would want a way to drive a car into the building to set it off like a bomb so that it's just like a whole explosion and this place is going up.
Wait, say that last part one more time.
I want this place to blow up.
Right. But before that, before that, like how to get the place to blow up. That's where I
Drive
missed
the
that part for
car
some reason.
into something that would make it go boom.
Okay. Cool.
Gaslight.
Well,
Yeah, gas line, yeah, or yeah.
let's go ahead and start off with getting you guys out
The
of here.
running away, yes. Let's
Yes.
do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Lights are flickering. You guys get Brittany still screaming in just the horror of it. I'll even say that when you hold her, you can also feel her arm cold to the touch.
He'll put his jacket
Incredibly
on her.
cold. As that happens, Brittany, that doesn't seem to do anything.
Doesn't matter. It makes her feel comfortable. It makes her feel safe.
That's all
what
that
it
he
is.
wants. Is like it's security more than anything else. It's
Yeah.
more of like the signal of
Okay.
like you're protected now.
Gotcha.
Like, if I'm gonna die, at least I'm gonna die with my friends.
For sure. Okay.
We'll
Well,
get you to them real
is-
soon.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would want to do before, like the first step? Obviously, is to get you guys to say you got Brittany, and now you guys are moving over to the car.
Yeah, we're heading. Please, after you.
No. I was just thinking: is there any way to like stick the door of the office behind Brittany if it's right there?
To like close it shut, or
to like
what?
Prevent it from being able to open.
Yeah, that's
like if we like broke the handle, like if like we kicked it to break it.
Okay, yeah, I would say you'd be able to do that.
All right. This I'm gonna try is what we're gonna do. Is that maybe a strength roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Holy shit! I got a hard success with an 11 under 35.
Fuck yeah. It was from lifting Vicente.
You know
it
this
was
woman wears
literally from like all the hard work you did earlier.
She wears Dockers. That's why.
Okay. How do you describe this happening? How does this look like to you?
Yeah, she like runs up to the office door and like slams it shut, and then like lifts her leg up in like a high kick and just slams the chunky heel of those boots right on the handle so it can't be turned and then opened. Mm-hmm. Get the fuck out of here! Let's go!
You don't gotta tell me twice.
Dr. West, you are the closest to the door right now.
That sounds correct.
Mm-hmm. The lights are flickering. You just kick the door shut to be able to make it incredibly hard to get out. Or so you think. But something out of the corner of your eye sticks out. There's an area of darkness that just seems too dark. And as you kind of take a look over there, you'll see as like a tendril just shoots its way out towards you. I'm going to need you to make an opposing strength check for me.
Could we maybe not do this?
Oh no, we're doing this.
Just
Sweetie,
put that out
this.
there. Just, you know.
You have to beat a 48.
Well,
Hell
32 under 35 might do that.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
This will latch onto you, and that same cold as I had described for Brittany kind of it reaches around your arm, but you swing through it, but it's still like, holy shit, that feeling of emptiness and coldness just will not leave your psyche. I'm going to need you to take 1d3 points of sanity loss from this.
Oh, curses. I got a 1.
Okay. You lose 1 point of sanity. As you swing it on through, it'll just continue flying over and past you. And as Brittany, Vicente, and Toby kind of go on through and start making their way over to the garage, Toby.
Yes.
You also will pick up that there is there's a area of darkness that is popping up and now looks like it's trying to stay up with you guys before a tendril will reach out to you and try and grab onto you. Go ahead and give me another opposing strength for me. Give me an opposing strength check.
Just out of curiosity,
yes.
Before I do this, where is everybody else in regards to me?
Ooh, I'll let you guys decide. I imagine in my head I have Brittany and Vicente up front. Mm-hmm. You in the middle, and then Barbara probably more upstairs, or at least coming down the stairs at this point.
Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking.
Yeah. So, but roughly we're in within 20-ish feet of each other.
Yep, sounds about right.
I think instead of opposing, Toby wants to throw the keys to Vicente.
Oh, hell no.
And I think he's just going to shout out, "Everybody, get out!"
Okay.
So he's not going to. He's not going to try escape. He's going to stand there.
Okay.
And he's going to throw the keys to Vicente for everyone. Just in his mind, he is buying them time.
Barbara,
I don't want to leave you here either.
Yeah, Barbara is... Hold on. us?
Barbara's behind him.
Okay, behind him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
From your perspective, yeah.
Yes. Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. In his mind, he may survive this, he may not. But at least he's trying to give them enough time to get a head start.
Okay.
Once they're out, then he'll try escape if he's still going. If not, then it's a gamble he's deciding to take.
Yeah. Then, if you're not fighting this, you will immediately need to take 1d10 points of sanity loss. Vicente, as Toby says this, you take a look back. He throws the keys, and you just grab it right out of the air.
I take a look at Barbara. And I say her name, Barbara.
Said it correctly.
I
make him move.
9 points of sanity.
Ooh, saucy, and I'm here for it. Alrighty. This thing grapples you, and it's on your head at this point. You are now experiencing what it means to be in absolute nothingness right now. And it's almost like it is engulfing you further and further in. This coldness, this loneliness, this feeling of, or lack thereof, is just consuming you more and more and more. As we do this, we'll go up to where Brittany and Vicente are. What are you guys doing at this point?
Can I see Barbara from this point?
If you take a look around, you'll be able to see as she's like coming downstairs. Barbara, you'll be able to see as this thing latches onto Toby's head and begins to like spread over him.
I think I'm going to wait to see if Barbara does anything.
Okay. Brittany, what about you?
How far am I from the library?
I'd say you guys are a pretty good distance away at this point. Like, you guys are kind of close, where you guys are relatively close to each other. The library is probably back another 50, 60-ish feet in the opposite direction, so you would have to go back towards Toby to be able to head back in that direction. The fire's already started as you guys are continuing on.
I just wanted to grab a flaming book and throw it at this creature.
Mm-hmm.
But then I remember that I have this book stuffed in my jacket and another jacket. So I pull it out and finally open it up.
Okay, well, hold on real quick. As you take a look and you open it up, I'm going to need you to make a sanity check for me, please.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, there was no way that was going to be good for you.
Yeah, that was definitely not going to be good.
Oh, fuck me. Well, that's a 69 out of a 53.
That's a nice number.
Nice. That is a nice number. You open this up, and before you even start to like try and do anything to kind of like light it up or even throw the book in general, it grabs onto you. This is a really interesting book. I say this metaphorically, right? It grabs onto you as in like, this is a really interesting book. And it just, while it seems to kind of be out there and all sorts of, out there and like the way that everything is written, the structure of it, there seems to be a familiarity with this until you see a part that says the hungry void. And then I'm going to need you to roll 2d8 points for sanity loss.
Okay. Oof.
Why?
I
Roll for nat ones. Roll for nat ones.
Oh, that was a nat 1, baby!
Yes!
For my first one.
For the first one. So that's
For the
one.
first one. 1.
Man.
And that's an 8.
Holy shit!
Wait, for real?
I will take, like, do you want to see it?
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I trust you. But Jesus.
Fuck yeah.
So lucky
Speak it into existence, baby.
The only time you ever really want to roll ones.
Yes. Now, Vicente, you'll see that she is like fully enraptured into this book. You saw that she had like intent to do something with it until she opened it up, and now she's reading it. We'll leave you, but we'll come back to you in a bit. Barbara, you're coming down. You are seeing as Toby has this thing wrapped around his head.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Can I pull him away from it and like try to keep running down the hallway?
Joint strength.
If you try and pull him, you're going to pull the thing with him.
Ugh.
Because this thing is spreading down slowly to engulf his body.
Is there any reasonable conclusion that I could perhaps save him? Or is it a lost cause?
Give me an occult. Well, I think this is going to be a luck roll. I wouldn't necessarily say you know for certain, but at this point, you either save Toby or you bounce out because it's one of those. He's got to take the L unless he fights back. But that's on him.
I can't do it. I pull on him and I realize that the thing isn't separating, and I shout like, Toby, come on, Toby! And then when I realize I can't pull him away, I run. I continue running towards the others.
Okay. Toby.
Can I?
All right.
Sorry.
Yes.
I was gonna ask if we could retcon that, and if I see Barbara trying to pull, I have the scissors, and I will throw the scissors. Not throw them, but I would slide them on the floor towards Barbara, and kind of give her like do what needs to be done to like save his humanity kind of look.
Interesting. I'll let the retcon happen. Barbara, you have these scissors at your foot. What would you do with them?
She understands what he means. She picks up the scissors and slits Toby's throat and runs.
Oh.
Seriously.
Damn, Barbara's savage as fuck.
Seriously, she understands it. Like, save his humanity. There's only one way to save his humanity. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and she and probably, because this happens so fast, she may not have enough time to get away, but it's worth saving Toby's humanity. And she'll take the scissors sideways and with sharp edge, just drag it across Toby's throat and start to run. Because that's hard. That's a lot of cartilage you have to get through.
Yeah, that is.
Okay. And these are blunt. So she's not super strong, so she really has to work at it. That's why I know I can't run away. I can't justify running away, but I'm going to start.
Toby.
Yep.
You are being engulfed by this darkness. You hear very faintly Barbara's voice saying, Toby. And then you feel something start to enter into your throat. What goes through your mind at this point as you feel the coldness and emptiness start engulfing you, and then you feel this foreign object enter into your neck?
I think his mind will go back home. Maybe a few months ago when he had his mental breakdown and he quit his job, and the conversation that he had with his wife where he was saying, I'm going to move out to LA, I'm going to become an actor, and the fact that she couldn't support that and she couldn't go with that, but he had to kind of follow his dream. And when he feels the cold metal sort of penetrate his throat, he knows what's happening. He's fully aware of what is going on. He's fully aware of what is being done, and I think he's thankful that is what he gets to keep. That is what he gets to walk away with, because he's seen the alternative.
And maybe the last thing you
Fantastic.
hear is like Barbara just going, "I'm sorry," as she turns to run.
As that happens, Toby, you're conscious, like, as you do that, Barbara, his body will, like, topple on over. But as that happens, Toby, in your consciousness, knowing what is happening, having these thoughts, thankful for it, you slowly get taken by a different type of cold that is not this being that was trying to steal your humanity, but is the embrace of death as your body falls on over. Barbara, as you begin running on through, imagine like the camera is like taking a look through you as you run by, and in the background you'll see as like the darkness just continues to envelop Toby's body.
Yeah.
You guys run over into the car at this point.
Can I volunteer for a sand roll? Because Barbara has never killed another person before, and this is a hugely visceral way to do it. And it's also deeply unnatural. So yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel
Go ahead
like
and give me that
it's
sanity.
needed.
Yes.
An extreme success with a 7 under 76.
I will still ask you to give me one, take 1d4 points of sanity loss.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I take 1. Like,
okay.
I think that the harsh reality of, like, what we are facing, as unreal as it is, and, like, the grim determination with which she knew she had to do that to save him in a way, is, like, what she's leaning on. And she just knows she can do only one thing, and that's run.
Mm-hmm. As you guys get in the vehicle and you begin to take on off, go ahead and give me a spot hidden check to see if you can find that pipeline that you guys were looking for.
I'm gonna push a luck roll.
Okay.
I rolled a 28 out of 55.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
All right.
Good.
I didn't notice it.
But luckily for you, Brittany did. And Brittany points it to you to where it's at. You now
I
see
feel like
as
Brittany ripped the keys out of your hands and is doing it herself. Like, stripper here all the way down to the very fucking metal as hard as she can. She mad.
Okay. Now, at this point, you guys are looking to crash into it, cause some sort of explosion to occur, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Yes. Then I will say that you guys managed to do that. As you ram headfirst into this deal, causing causing the thing to rupture. You guys can hear in the background as like, actually describe the scene to me. How is it that you guys do this? How is it that you approach this, drive into this? What is the outcome that you're looking to do? Is the outcome to cause the pipeline where you're at to explode, or to cause the building behind you to explode? I imagine it's probably the latter, but I want to make sure like I'm getting what your intent is.
I mean, honestly, to just cause an explosion. Like, burn down the complex, burn down the house, burn down all the buildings on the property, salt the earth and burn it.
Yeah, but Dr. West is not suicidal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
100%.
Then yeah, as you guys pop this thing open, and it ruptures, you guys can hear as like an explosion does take place and a good part of the building just kind of goes up. You guys kind of back on out, and as security is like trying to figure your stuff out, you drive right on through, bust through that gate.
That's what I was hoping for. Yep.
Yeah.
And then
It's not the first time Brittany has driven like a crazy person.
as you guys do this and you guys drive on away, there is cars, but what is it? You guys manage to get a good distance away at this point, and before you guys take off from there, you have the information that you guys have. Though, Brittany, when you get back to your house, roll me a luck check.
Oof. 50
Out of?
out of 42.
Oof.
You take a look in your email. You know you sent the files, but they are not there.
Spend the luck. Spend the luck.
Nah, I had a feeling that I wasn't going to get them as soon as the guy came in and was like, someone tried to send an email. She was like, fuck.
Maybe you sent it to my email.
Gonna push it.
Okay.
Well, no, you can just. Do you know about luck spend?
Mhm.
Okay. Because not everyone does.
That's how I ended up with 42.
Okay.
Because I was at 45 before.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's even worse.
Okay.
Luck's just not on my side today.
That's okay. You guys have the information that you guys have.
Do I
Eyewitness
still
accounts.
have the book?
I sure hope so.
You do. You didn't throw it.
I also didn't keep it. She would have definitely handed that off to Barbara.
Oh, good.
Barbara. You don't have that fucking your possession.
There's like a Zelda
So-
menu, like bloop.
Yeah. Transfer item? Here you go.
You have this item. What would you like to do with it?
Oh,
You guys probably talk at some point, letting each other know the files didn't get sent, but you have that book.
so I think all of us standing there, there's like a pause, and Barbara just looks at Vicente and goes, "You could say my name right the whole goddamn time." I'm impressed. Anyways, she's gonna crack open that book if you'll let her.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
But that's going to be a story for another time. As far as like the actions, as far as the actions are concerned with what you do, as far as what you've seen tonight, what are y'all wanting to do?
I feel like Brittany would not have gone home. I think she would have gone to her favorite dive bar with everybody still in the car and like drank the bar.
Yeah, I think Dr. West is gonna get the fastest plane ticket back to Mass and go back to Miskatonic and just stay out of Hollywood for a little while.
Okay.
I think Vicente would do two things. I think you see Vicente first go to the bar with Brittany, make sure she's okay. And then probably if she ends up getting too drunk, taking her back to his place and like giving her like a couch so that she sleeps on it, and he watches over her not sleeping that entire night. And then
You're so sweet.
and then he would go that week to a cemetery and get a tombstone with Toby's name on it. And
Rip.
he would put like a tombstone with his name and like to the unsung heroes. And you would watch him stand over it with his uniform on. And his military uniform, and place like a couple flowers and a flag on his tombstone, and then walk off.
As this happens for you guys, the release of the space between is delayed for a good while. But eventually, wherever you are in the world, you'll see the poster pop up. It still managed to get made. It's still out there. What all you found wasn't everything that you could have found. But you are all kind of understanding as to you all know what you guys saw. Dr. West, you are working to kind of uncover uncover what's in this book to hopefully give you more answers and potentially bring down this
yeah,
organization.
she becomes obsessed. obsessed with destroying them through this book and anything Miskatonic will offer her. Yeah.
But in the meantime, that is where we're going to end today's session.
Hmm.